Theodore is 41 years old. He is an experienced technician at a power plant in the suburbs. During his nearly 20 years of work, Theodore has been known as a hard worker, a man of few words, and a person who always lives for others. But there is one thing that everyone can see: he rarely smiles. It is not that he lacks joy, but that he lacks confidence. The bathroom mirror, discolored by the years, reflects the image of a man with tired eyes and discolored, crooked teeth. Pale yellow plaques have covered most of the roots of his teeth, especially the upper and lower front teeth. The spaces between his teeth are black because of cavities, and his gums are red and swollen, with small blood clots visible. He knows that his teeth are not in good condition. But over time, he chooses to ignore it, like the way people ignore a shadow in a dark room. Few people know that Theodore used to have a beautiful smile. When he was young, he often participated in community activities, and was the MC at factory union parties. He loved singing, often playing the guitar on weekends and singing for his wife. But after becoming a manager, his time was no longer his own, a busy schedule, deadlines, personnel pressure. Then the children grew up. Tuition, medical bills, house repairs. Everything just piled up. One day, Theodore forgot to brush his teeth before going to bed, then 2 days later he forgot again. Gradually, he even forgot to go to the dentist every year, and ignored his wife's worried reminders: if you don't go to the dentist, you'll regret it later. And that's right, the later came. One winter morning, Theodore woke up with a dull pain in his lower gums. He thought it was a canker sore, but when he looked in the mirror, he saw a lump of pus rising from under his tooth. His breath was bad, everything he ate was painful, and ice even made him jump because it was cold to the roots of his teeth. His wife didn't say anything. She just took out her phone and showed him a text message that she had scheduled a dentist appointment last week. She looked at him, her eyes both sad and determined. You can't avoid it. Theodore sighed, but something inside him was stirring. Maybe it was time for him to face it. The Clara Dental Clinic was located in a quiet, clean alley. Dr. Clara, a woman in her early 30s, greeted Theodore with a gentle but pitiless smile. After a general checkup, Clara sat down across from him. "Theodore, you have signs of chronic periodontitis. The thick layer of tartar has caused gingivitis, pus pockets, and is destroying the alveolar bone. If left untreated, you will start losing teeth within a few years." Theodore was silent. Before, such words were just a theory to him, but today, it was a death sentence for the smile he once loved. The first session, the dentist cleaned the outer surface of his teeth. Each hissing sound from the ultrasound machine scratched Theodore's self-esteem. He closed his eyes, letting saliva flow down his cheeks, just so no one would see the red corners of his eyes, not because of pain, but because of regret for the years he had neglected himself. Treatment was not easy. Every week, Theodore came for a checkup. Each time he removed more tartar from the inner surface, used antibacterial mouthwash, and monitored the healing of his gums. He started to relearn how to brush his teeth properly, floss, avoid sweets, and limit smoking. Old habits had to be replaced with new disciplines. The first few days were difficult. But then, little by little, Theodore noticed miracles. His mouth smelled better, eating no longer hurt, and most importantly, his wife looked at him with hope. 3 months later, Theodore looked in the mirror and for the first time in years, he smiled, really smiled. This time, there was no plaque, no black spots between teeth, no swollen gums. Just a row of clean, white teeth. A light returned to his eyes. Now, Theodore not only takes care of his teeth, but also becomes a reminder to his colleagues: don't let work make you forget about your health. Don't let your teeth speak up and you'll know you've been silent for too long. He also set up a small group to share his dental care experiences, inviting doctors to speak at the company every quarter. Not to be a hero, but simply because he understands, sometimes just a timely reminder can save a smile. A smile is a mirror that reflects how we love ourselves. Theodore's story is a reminder: it's never too late to start over. As long as we face it, take action, and believe that, no matter how long our teeth have been forgotten, our smile will always be waiting for us to return.